Hey everyone, I'm Kyle Peck, and this is Psyrex Productions. What better way to spend this month of holidays like the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. than an actual non-fiction tale of the first battle in Afghanistan after the 9/11 attacks with a dozen U.S. horse soldiers. This is my review of the true and declassified war drama, 12 Strong. 12 Strong is a historical action drama directed by Nikolai Fugelsig, based on the non-fiction tale Horse Soldiers by Doug Stanton, where a team comprised of CIA paramilitary officers and U.S. Army Green Berets are led by newly appointed Captain Mitch Nelson, played by actor Chris Hemsworth. The film follows the tale of this first Special Forces unit, called Task Force Dagger, where they depart on the very first mission to Afghanistan and must join forces with an Afghan warlord of the Northern Alliance to remove the Taliban threat immediately following the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center. While it is a patriotic and inspired take on the war on terror, the film decisively weighs in like a T-bone steak that lost all its juice. It's got meat and grit, but there's no flavor to continue engaging upon the goodness of what could be. Chris Hemsworth leads this meaty band as Mitch Nelson, where unfortunately his talents become flat as a generic well-minded leader who promises that no member of his team will die and to come back home to his family after he completes his mission. Most of the main and popular supporting team members, including actors Michael Shannon, Michael Pena, and Trevante Rhodes, all add to the fact that the narratives of their respective characters are reduced to not much more than the archetypes of the real soldiers themselves. In addition, the rest of Nelson's team are sadly just there for filler use when there are calls for action, and there's rarely time to dive in as to who they are other than as to remember what they look like, including minor roles played by actress Elsa Pataki and actors Rob Riddle and William Fichtner, despite their best efforts. The biggest upsides come from the stand-up performances of the unafraid and blunt rebel Afghan warlord General Abdul Rashid Dostum, played by Naveed Negavan, and new child actor Arshia Mandavi as the young and curious Afghan follower Najib, as well as the management of its action sequences on location and dodging the political banter behind its plot. Lastly, while this is the director's first feature film, complemented with production by Alcon Entertainment and Jerry Bruckheimer Films, the constant repetitive reminder of the team's every decided move during their 3-week mission, cliched dialogue, and lack of any actual adrenaline in between the action and drama basically produces a less cohesive work than what could have been envisioned. Therefore, 12 Strong brings an honorably well-intentioned and entertaining enough film, with good action and some interesting characters, but its script and cast just doesn't generate enough of a realistic effort to bring its true war story on a more heroic note. I give 12 Strong 4 out of 10 stars. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Psyrex Productions, or you can find me at my Facebook page, facebook.com/Kyle Peck fan page. I'm Kyle Peck, and I'll see you next time.